What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and today we've actually got a Supercoach Premium Defenders tier list maker for 2025. So shout out to Shorty Supercoach, saw him do this and thought it'd be a good content idea. I assume he's gone and grabbed the photos and grabbed the brackets. So yeah, let's do it. This is going to be interesting, and this is my December ranking, just to be clear. Obviously, with preseason, we're going to change our opinion slightly on certain things. So yeah, let's do it. Hopefully we know all these players. Is that... I don't even know if I know that Gold Coast player there. Someone could tell me who that is. That'd be great. Is that Weller? Anyway, let's jump into it. So first thing, Blakey. Honestly, Blakey, I see in the 95 to 99 range. I don't know. I just think, I don't know how that defense looks. How many games does Matt Roberts play? Obviously, he takes a few kick-ins, so yeah, we'll see. But I wouldn't. Blakey's not on my radar. Jordan Clark is an interesting one. I would probably say 100 to 104. I expect him to be on a slightly upward trajectory. Obviously, he's got another stat pad there, Luke Ryan. I think from memory, though, Jordan Clark finished the year off really well, or he had a great patch somewhere along 2024. So he's definitely got upside for sure. But yeah, I think probably won't be in that top tier of defenders. And that's my same thought about Bailey Dale. Yeah, I just think, does Caleb Daniel leaving affect him? I don't really know. I feel like Caleb Daniel wasn't really playing much, to be frank. Bailey Smith leaving, does that affect him? No. I don't see him changing too much of his score. Sam Flanders, so I actually see him going 115 plus. I think he was right on 115 last year. He's pretty much locked into my side because he's got the license to just do whatever he wants. He is clearly a stat pad. Any idiot that watched him play could work that out. He was stat padding extremely hard, especially when he moved to that backline role. So I think Flanders is a pretty safe bet. Max Holmes is an interesting one because I expect him to get slightly better as well. I reckon 105 to 109, and this will probably put him in the top 6 defender category. This kid's a superstar. So yeah, I think he's going to play full-time mid. Probably won't play much backline, I wouldn't have thought. So yeah, I think I'd be pretty confident picking Max Holmes as a pod kind of player. But yeah, I probably wouldn't pick him to start. Now, Dan Houston, this is a real wild card. I'm going to say 105 to 109, and I think he'll be slightly lower than Max Holmes. I just think, yeah, I don't know what his role at Collingwood looks like. Now, I assume it's backline. They've obviously got Perryman to play in the midfield. They've got Nick Dacos. Sybom's get a bit older. Pendle's still around to go, obviously. So I think he will play backline Houston. How many kick-ins will he get? I mean, maybe a few, to be honest. No more John Noble. I don't know how many games he was getting in the end. But yeah, I think Dan Houston, he'll be up there, I think. I don't expect him to have to play lockdown. So yeah, he might have the license to just do whatever he wants and just take all the kick-ins. So we'll see. But I'd like to see some games from him before I start him. In fact, actually, I wouldn't be starting him regardless because he does have that round 1 or round 0 suspension. Whatever their first game is, he'll be suspended for it. So if it's round 0, maybe consider it. Someone can let me know if that's the case. Luke Ryan. Oh, that's a tough one. He had a bit of an outlier year last year, going 110 to 114. I'm going to still put him there. I'm going to put him right on the edge of 110, though. Obviously, he was a bit of a roller coaster in the end last year. But he is an absolute pig. And he does have the license. So, yeah, I think he'll be up there again. I don't think he'll be in the Sam Flanders category. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't touch him. I will touch him, but I wouldn't start him, personally. Nick Martin, I'd say maybe probably 100 to 104, but I'll put him ahead of Jordan Clark. Yeah, I think Martin, another year in that role. He's a good player, definitely. So I think he can go right on that 104 edge. But yeah, would I start him? Probably not this year. Joe McGovern, so he can probably go 110 to 114, but obviously injury is his biggest factor. I wouldn't be going near him. I went near him last year or the year before and got burnt pretty quickly. So the odds of him playing 23 games, I mean, probably got more likely to win Tats Lotto, I'd say. So yeah, I'm staying away from McGovern. Cobb McKercher, I see going 95 to 99. I still think Sheezel will be in that back line, and that will kind of cook him. So I'll probably say a little bit lower than Blakey, but I mean, as a mid price, that could be a good option to start off with. Yeah, I'm not sure. McKercher's one to keep an eye on in the preseason. See what his role looks like. See what that North Melbourne backline dynamic looks like. But yeah, second year plays, more often than not, they're not going to work out, with the exception of maybe Nick Dacos and Harry Sheezel. I think that just about they're the only exceptions I can remember in the 10 or so years I've been playing Supercoach. So yeah, Nick Newman, probably in the 95 to 99 range, maybe a little bit higher than McKercher. I don't really have much to say about him. In fact, you know what? I'm going to start putting people in the thanks but no thanks. Now, this doesn't mean they're going to average under 95, but it just means they're not on my radar at all. I think there's Wanganeen Malera. I think he can go 100. I really do. I think he can go 100. But Sinclair there still takes a few points away, takes a few kick-ins. Maybe we'll chuck him on the edge of the 95, 99. So, yeah. I'm pretty happy with how this looks in order at the moment. Jordan Ridley, this is an interesting one. I'm going to say 100 to 104. And then the reason I put him ahead of Nick Martin is his intercept marking ability. Now, obviously, Nick Martin isn't some great intercept marker like Jordan Ridley is. So, anyone that plays Supercoach knows intercept marks are gold. It seems like they get about 10 points once you add their kick, maybe even more. So, yeah, I think I would be strongly considering Ridley, depending on how good his preseason is. But yeah, I'm not actually sure what the price tag is of him either. Someone can tell me that. Who is this? Is this Weller? I'm gonna put him in thanks, but no thanks. I assume it's Weller. Lucky Weller, but see if we can get a zoom in on that. That looks like Weller, doesn't it? Oh, 10 ads didn't pop up, would be nice. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure that is Weller. So I'm going to say thanks, but no thanks. Harry Sheezel, we're going to put ahead of Flanders just, I think. Oh, these two are so close, in my opinion. I'm going to say Flanders. I'll tell you why. I got a feeling Sheezel might play a bit more midfield this year. And I think that means less points. Because as good as Sheezel is, he definitely can score in the midfield. But I just think that backline role is a lot easier to score in, like Supercoach wise. So I'm going to put Flanders there just ahead. I think Flanders will stay in that back line. I think they like him there at Gold Coast. So, yeah, that's a close one. But I do see Sheezel going. I see both these guys in the 115 to 117 range. So that's definitely going to be top 2-3 defender. And the other guy I see is James Sicily. Now, you guys are probably thinking, what the hell? Why? Now, I remember a stat last year where when James Blank, anyone remember him? He was a key defender at Hawthorn in 2023. When he was playing, Sicily had like an average of like 120 plus. And then when he wasn't playing, it was like 97. So if Sicily gets freed up, that's basically the deal with that. If he gets freed up to play loose, there's no reason he can't go massive. We know he's a stat pad. The only issue with him is obviously suspension risk. He's an extremely hot head. So yeah, he's kind of like the Draymond Green of the the AFL. Like, you just don't know what you're going to get from him. Yes, he's a captain and whatnot, but he is very mouthy and, you know, he talks a lot of crap. So yeah, and he's also a bit of a dog, to be honest. I mean, that thing that he did, what was it? Hit someone into the post or something? Or like hit Wanganeen Malera? I can't remember what it was. Someone can remind me in the comments. But he did some dog act in the goal square, I think. That got him suspended. But yeah, I think he's strongly on my radar just because of the upside. And yeah, if he misses a couple of weeks, a suspension, whatever, I'm happy to take that risk. I mean, is there like anything in the fact that Hawthorn are going to be good this year? Does that mean he's going to need to be more accountable and less, irrational with his behaviour on the field? I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. But for now, he's right up there. Sinclair, I'm going to put on the edge of 110 to 114. Now, this guy's a gun, obviously. Not really sure what happened last year. He went from D1 to about I don't know, not D1 anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how he's going to go this year. I expect to be 110 to 114, but yeah, I'm not sure. Tommy Stewart, I'll probably say up there as well. Maybe a little bit less than Sinclair. I mean, Stewart's getting a bit older. He seems to get tagged every week. I think that's the problem with Tom Stewart. His teams, for some reason, tag the crap out of him. And I do get it, because he is impacting, or impactful. But, geez, the way they tag him, it's like he's prime Gary Ablett, and he's definitely not prime Gary Ablett. So, pretty stiff. I mean, he's unlucky. Every week he's copping tags. So, that's another factor. Tagging is a real thing. 2024 it was, at least. And I assume 2025 is going to be pretty much the same. So got to keep an eye on tags. I don't see Flanders getting tagged too often. Not with Rowan Anderson already in there. Sheezel's one they might tag. Sicily, potentially. Probably not. Sinclair's another one who could be tagged as well, actually. He copped a few last year, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny them tagging all these stat pad defenders. Like, just let them stat pad. All right, these two interesting ones, very interesting one. Lockie, Whitfield, and Dane Zorko. I'm gonna put Whitfield just before McGovern. I'm gonna put Zorko just before Sinclair. Now, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure how this looks in the end. So, Zorko, that role is so good. He's another one that just has the same role as Flanders and Sheezel, and they look for him to exit just about every time they're looking for Zorko. So, I think he's a great option. The only problem is age. How many games can he play? I think he'd be like 30-something now. So that's a little bit of a worry, obviously. But scoring-wise, if he's out there, he's going to score very well in that role. And then Lockie Whitfield, I just don't like him, to be honest. Like, I know he's very good in AFL fantasy, but I'm not a massive fan, to be honest. I don't want him in my team. I don't know why. I don't really have any rational explanation for it, but I just don't want him. I'm not going to put him in the thanks but no thanks. But yeah, there's just something about him I just don't like, and I can't even tell you what it is. But so we might chuck McKercher in under 95, to be honest, and that will probably round it out a bit better. If I had to pick where Newman will go, probably 95 to 99, and Weller, yeah, maybe the same. If that's Weller, I think it's, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's about right. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm pretty set on these three being just a little bit above the rest of the pack. And yeah, I think the order for me is about right. Maybe swap these two, actually. And that'll probably do it. Yeah. Sweet. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, Shorty, if you're watching, get a midfield and a forward and a ruck one going. That'd be huge. Yeah, that would be very nice. So I can make some content off that as well. So shout out to Shorty Supercoach, obviously staple of the Supercoach community. But thanks for making this tier list, mate, because I definitely wouldn't have had the effort to put all the photos and stuff in. So yeah, cheers, mate. Have a good one, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.